right. Okay. Uh, we've got a match here. PuzzleBox, who I believe is also known as Panama Canal, playing against Apostolosoruler. Sorry, I'm just getting situated, so apologies for the bit of silence and weird noises for the first 30 seconds or so. That's my recording window sneaking in at the right. Okay, so we've got a soothsayer against a tragic hero. I gotta say, I really favor the soothsayer here. Um, it's gonna get you golds, which are gonna be good for encampment. Junking your opponent seems good. This tragic hero now pops, right? Which is, I guess, an interesting thing about the way that you play it here. I kind of think you might get like double encampment here. This might work out very well for Apostolosoruler. You'd get to trash quite a lot, right? You could trash a copper as well. And it gets to trash another copper, right? So I think maybe you don't play this encampment. Maybe, I think? Question mark? But yeah, he has a huge encampment lead. So maybe my earlier take was just wrong, and all the interactions work out this way, and that's very good for Apostolosoruler. I have to think. It's good for Apostolosoruler. You get a plunder here to help hang on to your encampments. Also, it's just a fine card. He is going to want to get some kind of a gainer soonish, I think. Could get a plunder or Natalie here, I think, are the two main considerations. I don't really like the tragic hero. I mean, it's fine, but. And now, actually, PuzzleBox, um, not down too far on this and can get a canal here. I assume this just is a province, otherwise you wouldn't be remodeling the gold. I guess it could be a knight or a plunder, but okay, goes for the knight. I like playing the encampment there, even though it wasn't guaranteed. I think it's just a risk you have to take. Apostolosoruler could get a plunder, could get a soothsayer, could get a Josephine is somewhat less appealing than Natalie was. Could just get a storeroom, maybe, honestly. You desperately need gains. I guess you have a tragic hero, and you get more tragic heroes, I suppose. I mean, this tragic hero is going to pop. You want to play the encampment first. You're going to play all the encampments. You're going to draw your deck here. Take another plunder. You are going to get a trash a fair few things. Right? This could be plunder hero again. Could be hero hero, but you're probably not going to get the last plunder. We know that there's a gold and two plunders. So your 3/8 to hit on your first draw, and then your 3/7, so 4/8 times 4/7 is you're like a 71.5% chance or so, as opposed to Apostolosoruler on your next turn to just hit one of your things to keep the encampment, just playing it raw. I think you have to. Oh, now this actually changes the math quite a bit. Now there's only one card in these last six that will keep them for you, if I'm mathing correctly. You get the last plunder here, right? No, you're going hard in for knights. Wow, it paid off. Oh, there were two? I can't math, which is shouldn't be a surprise to any of you. Um, probably hang on to this tragic hero here. You have 9 money. I guess you could play it. 11 would be nice to go Canal Michael. Although, hmm, yeah, I'm not sure. You kind of want to get multiple cards, right? You're really hoping for Martin there, probably. Storeroom makes sense. You want to trash some of these coppers. All of them, I guess. Sure. Um, and now down here, you're so likely to draw a plunder. Is it not guaranteed? It's at least almost guaranteed if it wasn't exactly guaranteed. Do you want to play your tragic hero here? I think maybe you don't. You just take the money. Actually, you might be able to do this, and then, yeah, and then you don't have to pop the hero, and that's pretty nice. Obviously, I expect you just want to get a lot of knights at this point. I guess maybe that's not obvious, but I expect you just want to get a lot of knights at this point. To protect your 3 encampment, 4 plunders. I probably would have gone Knight Knight as opposed to Canal Knight there. I don't think the canal's worth that much. Pretty fortunate to not lose a plunder. Losing the hero is obviously not what you're looking for, but it's honestly not that bad. Okay, so there's Molly gone, along with Sylvia. Michael is a beating. Apostolosoruler looks very far ahead at this point. And here I have to assume you're going double knight. Whoa. Whoa. I don't think I like that play. Although PuzzleBox here is going to have a problem with pile out happening, right? Could do anyway. I suppose this is fine for Apostolosoruler. I'd be a little bit worried about not having an encampment or not having an encampment that survives. I mean, you got to start scoring, right? As fast as you possibly can. I guess you're not scoring enough to just province there as PuzzleBox. But I'd be worried about the game ending short if I were kind of either of them. I don't know about that play. I mean, I guess it's fine. Yeah, you're always going to be able to get Vander, and PuzzleBox can't. No, that was a good play. I say I didn't know about it, but it was actually a good play. All right. On to game 2. Yeah, I guess that was just really well played by Apostolosoruler. The the whole way that like turn 3-4 worked out with getting all those encampments and trashing so much was just absolutely beautiful for him, and maybe that's anticipatable enough. Kind of an interesting interaction between the things. One could make the sketchy claim that it's second player advantage. Let's also think for a bit here with the Apostolosoruler. The 4s look pretty good. Well, okay, pirate ship doesn't. The other 4s look pretty good here. There's no draw except for Tactician, which is important to keep in mind. I think you've got to get a remake because of that. I mean, Transmogrify, kind of nice. It's good for the short term, but I think you need to thin down more, and so remake is just the only thing that makes that happen. You hope that your opponent doesn't also have remake, because then you can tax the remakes and be very far ahead. Or doesn't have four, I guess I should say. They do have, so you tax the silvers, which makes a lot of sense to try to stop PuzzleBox from getting silvers. Now, PuzzleBox could get silver anyway, maybe. Could tax Transmogrify, could tax any number of things, could buy Oracle. I don't think I'd be too keen on an Oracle. I don't know that I want the 3 debt for the silver. Although maybe it's fine. Now Apostolosoruler should get a silver back. Now remake the copper and the estate into a silver, I think. Although I'm not 100% sure. It allows you to tax something. Oh, I don't like Oracle. You're taxing silver? I don't think I like Oracle just because I want money to be able to get Goonses and Tacticians and Treasuries and Transmogrifies. Well, you keep these because they don't have a remake in them. You don't want to draw the remake dead. You hit 5. I kind of think I honestly want Transmogrify. Treasury makes a good amount of sense here as well, though. I'd probably turn Oracle into Transmogrify and trash a copper. But this is okay. Basically, I want to thin down and then Transmogrify my remake into like a treasury. I want to go double Tactician here as well. Possibly with Outpost. Probably with Outpost. And with some goons. Goonsis. Silver and another silver. I think is better than the Oracle thing. Tax the treasuries. Yeah, you've got a few of them now. This makes some sense. I mean, the tax is only ever going to basically be a temporary measure here because you can, well, for most things, you can remake or Transmogrify, mostly Transmogrify into them. I mean, I just don't think taxing the goons pile is going to do that much. Apo could take one here anyway. I would not be going for platinum. I want to be getting goon stuff and tactician stuff going. So I would probably be buying a tactician here. Wow, I really don't like the platinum because I want to be playing with multiple tacticians, and platinum does not play well with that plan. You get a lot of treasuries, a couple of goons, and a bunch of tacticians, and you can score enough. I mean, eventually you might pivot to better treasures, eventually, but I would just not be in any rush to do that. The whole reason for better treasures would be like at some point you probably need to score colony. Since tactician's your only village, um, yeah, maybe not outpost, but since tactician's your only village, like you're not getting the huge goon stuff. So maybe my read's wrong, but I still think goons is probably good. I'd be remaking copper and yes. Take it, well, see, I still think I want tactician here though. Even if I'm not playing double tack, I think I want tactician. Does Apo think it's time for colony yet? No. Another platinum first. There goes goons. I mean, I really think you gotta be looking for tactician here. That is not the pile I think I would have taxed. I think I would have been taxing Colony if I were PuzzleBox. Although I'm also not sure about keeping that hand that Apostolosoruler did just keep. 8 for an outpost? Before Tactician, really? I mean, this has got to be Silver and a Transmog, right? Yeah. 7 for, I mean, Treasury should be better than nothing. Outpost also. We're playing this a bit differently than I would. Maybe I am overestimating goons here. I don't know. Probably play Outpost here and buy a Tactician because I desperately want Tactician. This makes the whole taxing on Treasury thing look pretty substantially worse. Guess it doesn't matter that much. I still desperately want Tactician. The big Treasury stack looks a bit worse in the face of a Goons attack. This has got to be Colony by now, right? Yeah. Because you're only ever going to keep 3 after you get Goons attacked. The Goons attack has got to be good. You're probably playing Goons here. No. Getting a Platinum. I really think that Tactician looks very good here. Maybe it's just me. I guess it is just me. Take another Transmog. The last Treasury. This is going to be Goons, Colony, and tax something. What are you taxing? I assume you tax something. I assume there is something that's remakes. Okay, it probably doesn't really matter much, but... Are you going to Colony here? Or are you going to get another Platinum? I may. Yeah, I think that's probably better than remaking. Apostolosoruler looks very far ahead now. Very far ahead now. Tactician, go. No, you're Colony and you're going to get a Transmog. You're going to get nothing. Okay. You're doing this. I'm not sure that I buy that totally. Taxing pirate ships? That can't do anything, can it? Buy a Transmog and tax something? Buy a gold, buy a lot of things, yeah. Treasury, outpost, buy a... Well, it looks like they're just totally eschewing Tactician here, which makes me a bit sad, but I guess what are you going to do? You're going to get Tactician if you're me, but... Colony. Now... This remake turns into a Tactician now? Okay, seems kind of late to me, but sure. You play it, I guess. I mean, why did you take it otherwise? You buy Goons. I don't know what you buy. It's too much debt to buy Goons, probably. Five treasuries on top is going to limit your ability to T-Mog. Well, actually, that's not true. The Tactician's going to help it a lot. I think as Apostolosoruler here, I'd just play the Goons, because playing the Oracle to try to find a 6, 7, you need 4 money, which is probably just 1 platinum. Maybe that's pretty safe, but I think it gives you the most possibility for things to go horribly wrong. Maybe that's not true. He doesn't have the transmog down right now. That would be if you had the T-Mog down, it would be a point in favor of Goons. Okay, well, he found the platinum. Which, I mean, he was fairly likely to, looking at 4 cards to try to find one, and I think he had a fair number left, but I don't know. All right, moving on. Again, we need to see what boons are under Druid. Forests. So if you need buy, Druid can be your thing. Remodel makes quite a bit of sense, especially with Border Guard on board. Probably pair it with a Lookout. You want to get thin pretty quick. This is a good hand for Apostolosoruler. This is an okay hand for PuzzleBox. Not sure about keeping the estate here, but maybe it's fine. You want to be able to get peddlers, which means you're going to want border villages and a druid. And Orchard is going to, yeah, you just want 3 copies of stuff, so you're probably going to want to get Orchard for Blessed Village, Peddler, Border Guard. You could maybe try to do it for Vault as well, but I'm a bit skeptical. And I guess maybe you could get like 2 more druids right at the end of the game just to score points. If you have the buys, it's cheaper than a duchy and it scores more points. So that's probably what we'd be looking at here. I suppose there's some real decisions here. I would have taken that right then because I want to get rid of these cards so that I can get to the cards that I just played more. If I were Apostolosoruler, yeah. You're gonna discard just the copper here, I suppose. And what? You could messenger things, or you could just get another village. You're gonna take that now, I think. Well, these draws are working out really well for Apostolosoruler. I don't think I would have ever taken a silver this game. So you lead on Lookout, I think. No? Guess not. Another village. Sure, you don't want that now. You want it next turn. To draw a card. That's what Sea's Gift is, right? I have eventually mostly learned these. Yeah, I would have taken it next turn. Triple Peddler, please. Just get more Peddlers, I think, really. At this point, I might be wanting to get a second Druid pretty quick. Certainly going to want to get some Border Guards. I don't think I want it more than the Peddler, though, although it's kind of close. Lookout first. You should still have enough stuff to trash. Yeah, you want to draw the Druid here. So you trash the copper and top deck the Druid. Take forests. By Peddler. Oh. You've got the vault. It's probably fine. Don't discard if you're Apostolosoruler. Okay. Forests. Get a Blessed Village. River's Gift to take now. Take some Peddlers. Probably 3. You don't want to fall too far behind on them. I feel like Apo is ahead here. You'll probably think about remodeling your Peddlers at some point, but I wouldn't want to do it yet. I would, however, be thinking about remodeling my Lookout pretty soon. Don't play this Peddler, I think. I'd just be taking as many Peddlers as I could get here, which is 3. I think I'd just take all 3. I think Peddler is better than any other card right now for your deck. Also, the 7/3, which I believe you'll have if you take these 3, means that it's going to be a lot harder for PuzzleBox to remodel Peddler. into province, well, they'd lose orchard points, right? So there is some aspect of denial towards taking the 3 peddlers here. Messengers for border guards and takes 2 peddlers. I'm not super keen on that. I mean, I kind of suspect that Apo might be looking to set up a pile out, but I just would not be worried about a pile out. I think Apo's just very far ahead, though. That's a really bad remodel there for PuzzleBox. Messenger for a peddler. Guess the free messenger's probably worth it. You could go double border guard. Yeah. I mean, this makes sense. PuzzleBox needs to try to make the game shorter somehow to take advantage of maybe getting an extra turn. I'd be playing. I would not be playing this lookout anymore. I don't think. I want to remodel it. Apo could have a pile out this turn. I don't know if it would be one that wins though. Maybe it would depend on. This is going to be lookout into Blessed Village. Earthskift. Earthskift should let you win, I think, if you can draw enough. I'm not sure if you can draw enough. You're going for it though. I don't think I like going for it because I think you're very far ahead if you're Apostolosoruler, and going for it is a way you lose. And I think it's very easy to potentially not draw enough here. Very easy to. In fact, it's most likely going to happen. That is not the thing I would have taken anyway. Peddler, 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 border guard. You need the village. Oh, you only have 1 vault, so you're not. Uh-huh. So you need the peddler then. Well, let's see. Are you trying to, if you play the village and you draw a messenger, that gets you to 8, 9 money, and 4 buys. That would empty piles, but it doesn't win, right? It just ties, and I think you want to try to win here. So I don't think it really matters which of these you play. You're going to take money and buys, and you're going to buy a province. And you're going to be very sad that you got the second Blessed Village, because or that you got all these blessed villages, because it potentially opens up PuzzleBox. Although I guess with the province, PuzzleBox is not really going to be able to pile out and score enough, so you're probably just totally fine. Gotta be the peddler. Really hurts PuzzleBox that there's no remodel left in this deck. Um, yeah, I don't know any other way to say that. You have to province here, I think. Whoa! Okay, going for a dud. Which is reasonable because you're behind. How are you going to come back without that? It's not going to work. It's very hard for Apo to dud. Apo really should be able to pile here pretty easily, but this kind of feels like a resign to me. I don't know. Maybe there's just like barely enough cards in Apo's deck that you could just about dud. I mean, you know there's a border guard on top, so it's like 6 cards, right? And you could get vaults. Vault, Messenger, Remodel, Druid, Province. I'm not even sure if there was a sixth one left. I think there was, right? Copper. If you had the perfectly bad draw there, maybe. I don't know. Okay, Engineer. I'm very bad with. It's probably good here. Catapults. I detest, but it should be good here per normal because of the discard attack. Engineer seems good because you want to get a lot of plazas and caravans and then eventually turn to city quarters. I would not want to black market quickly. I'd probably open Catapult Engineer on 3-4 or 4-3. I mean, 4-3 would be Engineer Catapult, but you know what I mean. And what am I? I'm probably taking plazas, a couple plazas first. I'm not sure. Maybe the caravans are better. Oh, you bought a patrician. I would have trashed it and bought another engineer, anticipating, yeah, like so. Whoa, Apo discarded 2 coppers. I don't like that. I would have definitely discarded the estate. Trash a copper here. You want the attack much more than you care about trashing estates. You want the attack, I think. But Apo disagrees, apparently. Um, yeah, I'd be all about more plazas and caravan. Although really a couple plazas should be sufficient. I'd be switching towards caravans. I think PuzzleBox's black market might be a touch early. I'm not sure. Like regaining the engineer as Apostolosoruler. PuzzleBox should. Again, I'd probably take an engineer. Wow, really going in on black markets. I don't think you have like the village support for this. I guess this is going to be a squire. I don't even know if squire's better than the stuff on the board though. There's not great threes on the board, I suppose. One engineer. He takes a silver. Okay. I much prefer a Apostolosoruler spot here. Again, I just want to turn. Oh, I don't want the second catapult though. I wanted more caravans and then like rebuy engineer probably. I don't think you need this many plazas either. Just basically want more caravans. I think I'm gonna trash enough in time, and then I want to start getting city quarters and a black market. And I'd rather attack here than. Oh, there's tactician. So PuzzleBox is going for a tactician with this stuff as opposed to. They're both going for tactician with the black market stuff, I guess, as opposed to playing with the city quarter for your drive. I mean, I'd much rather do the city quarter thing, I think. What is this? It should be nothing, right? You should prefer tactician to any of these for what you're doing. Yeah. Discard a copper. There's not much reason not to. Oh, well, I guess it top decks, so there is some reason not to. Maybe you play black markets sooner as well. Procession seems pretty good. Any of that stuff seems pretty good, honestly, but Mountebank seems very good. I think? Question mark. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it seems pretty good. Not sure I would have discarded there. It depends on what I'm intending to buy here, I guess. But it stops me from buying a 4 out of the black market. Right? Usually there's not much downside, but here there would be. There's the second tactician for PuzzleBox. You discard one copper. You don't want to discard this one because, yeah. Trash the copper here. Tactician bottom decking. It's just the kind of draw luck that's very plausible in these kinds of games. The amulet should be real nice. Okay, I'm much less high on Procession having seen all this than I was when he got it, because I don't know that these fives actually look that much better than the fours that he has. Kind of want an engineer. You really need more villages if you're PuzzleBox, I think. Despite the good black market pull slash pulls maybe from PuzzleBox, I think I still like Apostolosoruler's position here. I am not sure I would have discarded both of those coppers. This seems like a really weird ordering. If you're going to play the plaza, play it before the catapult. Trash curse here. Play black market. You don't want any of these. Play black. Play catapult. I think you want to attack, right? I guess he doesn't. Hireling? Not really. What's in the trash? I mean, Lurker is... no, Lurker's probably good. Buy a plaza? You're also a little bit terminal limited. I guess he grove. Okay, he doesn't grove. This is really... You desperately need more villages. Okay. Assume you trash with this amulet still. Again, I think you have to think a little bit about discarding with these coppers. Okay, experiment's very good. But discarding the coppers hurts for a situation like this. You can't get Wharf now. I mean, he couldn't have gotten any good 5 that he showed. So it's a problem. It's a problem. Also, you might want to try to do some gain and play stuff, although I don't think you quite have the draw for that at this point. Duck it, I guess. I don't know. Tactician. Another plaza. I mean, this is all fine. I still think I would have much rather been doing the city quarter things. I mean, it does kind of require you to be pretty thin, but you don't have to be that thin. I mean, you can still have a couple treasures in your deck and still do fine with that. Throne room, gotta be throne room. You still desperately need villages. And this should be like another plaza. You go city quarter. That's gonna turn off your black market, so. Game does seem a bit close. This lurker could trash a patrician to enable you to get into... Could also just start trashing city quarters. You can regain engineers with it, but you could like trash city quarters to be able to gain them. You could trash the patrician to be able to have access to the emporiums. There's a lot that the lurker lets you do. I don't think any of those seem great. I'm definitely not discarding with these plazas here. Probably playing black market then to potentially shuffle in. Plunder seems fine. Probably not that impactful though. Archive. I mean, it could just be nothing here as well. You kind of want to have something to trash to your catapult. This copper fits the bill. you want to play your amulet and you want to play your engineer. I think it's nothing here. You trash the copper to your amulet. I just don't know that the Rat Catcher does that much for you. Maybe it's probably better than nothing. Take a money, play the engineer, get more caravans, I think. I think this board's fine. Probably not one of my more favorites. Throw in the mountebank. You discard both, of course. With 5, you get another city quarter. Yeah, you really need the village effect from these city quarters. It's a bit sad though, because you are turning your black markets off. Effectively, you're just turning them into action silvers that they do let you play treasures still, so it works with your tactician, but I really think Apostolosoruler should probably not be doing the engineer thing so much with the lurker as the city quarter thing. Also not that high on minion to take it there. Ooh. Yeah. I'll give a curse here. No. No tactician was a big thing there. Now I think that PuzzleBox is really pulling ahead. Throning procession? Really? Okay. Yeah, you want to do the discard attack before you do your mountebank. Probably want to play mountebank and then Grove here. And then, yeah, you can play another one of those. You play a tactician. Okay, yeah, I mean, PuzzleBox has to be very far ahead now. Not gonna win just yet. But it could be coming pretty soon. I'd be kind of inclined to go city quarter province here. The province, I am a little bit worried about the game ending quickly. The city quarter gold. Whoa. I don't think I like that. I really don't like the gold. Are you buying anything here? I don't think you are. Okay, so city quarter, you can quite possibly empty curses. And there's got to be a forced win here, right? There's emporiums are low, black markets are low, and curses are low. Maybe it's not 100% forced, depending. Oh, and caravans are low, depending on talisman probably helps you pile out. I mean, there's got to be a pile out now. Just gotta. Yeah, the emporiums and the It's pretty easy. The emporiums and the caravans. I don't know. Okay, moving on to the next game. I believe this is game 4? Well, Village is certainly a card I would want a lot of here. You want a mix of council rooms and Margraves, because council room draws you more. Margrave, you want to attack at the end after the council rooms, but you're not always going to have the luxury of getting. Like, you don't want to just necessarily have one Margrave, because what if you end up with Village Margrave and you have to play the village and then the Margrave first, and then you're going to have to play a bunch of council rooms on the back end, so I'm not sure that I love either of these plays. Changeling makes it very weird, the messenger thing. I guess it makes me like the messenger thing at some point for some player, but remodel, I mean, I want some silvers. I think I would also rather want the second remodel. I mean, if they collide, you just remodel, and you're not too unhappy. Here you're gonna remodel. You're just gonna take another remodel anyway, right? No, you're not. Wow. I mean, I want Margrave. And then I may want a junk dealer, but I definitely want Margrave quickly. And I want a lot of villages to the extent that I'm kind of surprised that they have so many. Or so few, rather. It's got to be Horn, Silver. Here I want Village and Border Guard, I think. The villages look really important to me here because I want to be drawing a lot of cards. You can go very big. Eventually you can have Gladiator. Well, you're going to want a Gladiator probably. You're going to want to get Fortune. I don't know. Okay. Village, village. Just doubling down on all villages. Council room. I think I would have made that a junk dealer for me. Apo going super hard for these village. Going super hard for the villages. And this is what I was talking about earlier about the council room, but surely you take silver here. Okay, you're just drawing. So this should be village. Okay, village, village, border guard, and get another village. So it's 5-4 now. Apostolosoruler has 5 villages. Does he get the 6th? Okay. I don't really believe in that so much. I mean, I think, yeah, the village split is kind of important, especially because it's points, but I don't think it's that important. Because you really need to be able to draw cards. I strongly consider not playing this border guard here. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't play it. Remodel estate into gladiator by canal. Okay. Now I guess you take the changeling, but by canal. And turn the changeling into another council room? Yeah. This is the problem for Apostolosoruler is you just can't draw. Yeah. This is exactly why I think you don't want to over worry about these village splits. Even though the villages are good here and the village split is important, you end up in situations like this. You've underbuilt your deck, you're not drawing enough. It's not really going to matter. Finally, a junk dealer at this point is a little bit odd, but sure, it's probably good. Okay, Apo does get a council room here. I think you take another village, yeah. Very happy to be getting that council room, I have to assume. The council room doesn't seem a lot better than junk dealer here to me. Not really sure what this changeling is going to be. Okay. I kind of would want another Margrave over another council room. Just so if I find my Margrave faster. I don't really need the extra draw you're drawing so much. If you find the Margrave faster, you still have another one at the end to play. So I think that I would have gone for Margrave over council room there. I'm also still thinking a lot about getting Gladiator at some point, but okay, anyway, it's not that big of a deal. I think PuzzleBox had a pile out on changelings. I guess you also have to score points, right? So you need a province and a bunch of changelings. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I don't think you should have been playing for just this turn right now. Ooh. Okay, this is pretty interesting. The flag bearer. The draw is okay, but not great. Wow, I don't think I would have opened flag bearer. I guess she's going to get a steward here. I'm thinking a lot about whether I want Duchy Duke, whether I want Cemetery. I mean, I assume Cemetery is the reason you open flag bearer. I still don't like it. Archive. Okay. You're just trashing now. Archive for. This is an option. Suggests you're trashing the flag bearer to me. So at this point, I would think a lot about buying a treasure trove and just plowing in for Duchy Duke. I don't know what this play is doing. But I would have, in any case, sat and thought a lot. Um, Note that Apo can't discard the market square for both the gold and the haunted mirror. This is an incredibly lousy hand for Apo here. And I think you've got to think about having fuel for drawing made no sense there because there's just three actions. You don't want to draw them. I don't really like the courtier either, but it was just market square, archive. Uh, why would you? You just play them. I don't. Anyway. I'm very confused. Oh, cemetery. I still don't like that. Um, this has gotten me off of just looking at the game. Well, they're building this already very differently than I would have been, so you want the ghost here, the flag. Finish out that stuff. Okay. Right. You, I was thinking about trashing there without playing the market square, discarding the archive for the ghost and the market square for a gold. I mean, PuzzleBox just looks very far behind. They're doing like the same deck at this point where PuzzleBox is pretty far behind. Ghost is at least good for revealing to Courtier, I guess. Even if you're not going to play the ghost, you can just reveal it to Courtier. I don't. Don't you play that, Mark? Maybe. I'm sure Apo is deck tracking better than me, and I guess you don't want to play the market square, but you're going to trash flag and copper, and you're going to get a bunch more market squares. You're going to buy. I mean, this game is ending quickly, people. Um, okay, 6 buys, 7 buys, 8 buys. So it's not ending right now. So you probably want to gain golds with these courtiers. You kind of also want to trash the flag bearer, which kind of means trashing both. I think. I guess you could trash a market square. I don't really buy it. Yeah, you might as well react that. I think 24. Triple province. You're not gonna have as much draw next turn. Uh, I don't know about this. Surely at least one province. You're gonna have 4 market squares. Right now you have 5 market squares and 2 courtiers. Those are each an extra buy. Wow, that was very fast bid. I was trying to work out a lot. That was a very fast bid. Yes, money and gold seem to be the way to go. Take the archive, I think. Maybe you take the steward. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the steward was better at this point. You don't want buys? I guess you're just buying a province. Okay. Lost City, Market Square, Market Square, Market Square, Market Square. Well, if you knew that was a lost city, maybe you don't do. You probably do. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you want to reveal Ghost, of course. Okay, this is 7. This could be 8 buys. I don't know if you really need this many golds. 8 buys isn't enough to close the game out. 36 money is not enough to close the game out. You're going to want to buy an action here. Probably would go like Duchy, 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 Lost City. Something like that. Well, maybe a couple Lost Cities, but I wouldn't want to get too many. This seems fine. This is probably better than 3 duchies. Action, money, buy. I wouldn't have drawn there, I don't think. Triple duchy makes, I guess, some sense. I'm pretty sure Apo can just end it here. Guess you need to draw a little bit. Draw. Lost City. Market Square, Market Square, Market Square. Archive? This is a little bit of an awkward spot. This should be money buy, I think. It's got to be money buy, right? And you should have taken courtier instead of gold. Would have given him 8 buys. I guess 8 buys isn't going to matter. So maybe the courtier isn't as good. Should be like duchy, 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 duke, duke, duke. Or it could be provinces. Triple province duchy. I mean, I think you're in good spot anyway. I'm not exactly sure what the missed win apparently was. I have no idea what he's missing. Yeah, you would have the 8 games, but like, you don't have the money. Triple province duchy is probably the cleanest. Money buy. Whoa, no, you got to take the buy, right? Anyway, duchy, duchy, duke, duke. You can play for a dud here, I think. Or duchy, duchy, duke, you only have, yeah. Wow, really? That seems like a really weird time to resign to me. Play for a dud. I don't know. Shouldn't take long. That's it? Um, okay. Well, about a 1 hour match. Hope you guys have enjoyed or learned something. And, yeah, I'll catch you some other time.